And it's the West All-Stars to start out. Now let's check out the starters for the East All-Stars. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Jason Tatum. And there's Bradley Beal. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Irving in at the point. Leonard against LeBron. Elbow shot. Yes, that goes in.
Kawhi Leonard.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
Leonard against James. Pass to Doncic. LeBron kicks to Curry. A three ball. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And Embiid has got the ball here for the East All-Stars. Irving. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defenders.
To the paint. Jokic inside. Embiid's there. Jokic, no good.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all three from the field.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
From deep, James drills it from outside.
You know, really impossible to know what James is thinking in advance. I mean, especially in these sets.
1:19 left in the first quarter of the game. And that one's good. Leonard.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Tatum. Following the miss by Jokic. Back to Tatum. The dish now to Embiid. Goes back up. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
You know, one reason Giannis has won Defensive Player of the Year is his agility and mobility. He can stay in front of guys and stay connected to shooters, too.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Antetokounmpo finds Curry. Back to Antetokounmpo. Embiid with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Tatum. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move. And he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on LeBron James.
I'll tell you what, that's impressive strength there from Tatum. You got to respect that. Even when you try to wrap him up, he finds a way to score.
So the West ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for the East. Williamson is checked in for Embiid. Randle comes in for Leonard. Zach LaVine's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Conley in for Irving. Here's George. And again, unable to change momentum here. And here we go. Fast break. LaVine's got it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Jaylen Brown.
That's on Jaylen Brown.
LaVine does a really good job of attacking. He plays with fearlessness and able to draw the fouls as a result.
And so LaVine nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And so it's the East All-Stars going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action after this word. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Paul George is out there with Paul. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Sabonis. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. So that's the West All-Stars 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics. His
is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you.
Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there and made the obvious foul, it doesn't seem to bother.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Vucevic checked in for Julius Randle. George, no good on the free throw. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the East All-Stars. And the three ball is good.
You know, very few players have the license from three-point range that Harden has. And his license has no expiration date on it.
Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Sabonis. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of basketball. Levine wide open. Offline with his three. Here's George. Here he goes.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
1:29 left to play here in the second quarter. Conley kicks to Williamson. Pass to Harden. And he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Sabonis the pass to George. Paul against Conley. Releases. And it's Paul missing.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Just a terror in transition. Zion's understanding for how to exploit these situations is one of his greatest strengths.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Personal foul, second team foul.
And that one misses. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Giannis, he's checked in for Gobert. Simmons comes in for Sabonis. Doncic is checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Chris Paul. A big group substitution here for the East. Tatum, he's checked in for Williamson. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Levine. Mitchell, he's checked in for James Harden. And Irving subbed in for Mike Conley. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. LeBron's checked in for the West. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Lillard. Passes it to Doncic. And Lillard kicks to James. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Simmons. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
We talk about the feel for the game. Simmons has it. So adept at cashing in on what the defense gives him off these pick and roll sets. And that's not as easy as he makes it look.
And this guy is no stranger to the highlight reel. Mitchell never misses a chance to elevate.
James outside. From downtown. And so we conclude the first half. East All-Stars up on top, up by 15. We'll see you back here after
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. The East All-Stars find themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 15. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
They're getting into the lane whenever they want, getting some high percentage looks. I don't see the coaching staff switching up too much. Keep it simple. Force your opponent to adapt to it.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on the West All-Stars.
Their effort on the board has been horrendous. That's a good way to get blown out. The only way they can turn this thing around is to start winning the rebounding battle. Win the battle of possession. Otherwise, they're my favorite. Avocado toast.
And that'll about do it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the East All-Stars. Embiid is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Irving. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Now the pass to Embiid. And it's off from three-point range. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. They need to avoid that.
And it's in there. LeBron's got 5 points so far.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered him.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Sabonis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Brown in for LeBron. And then for the East All-Stars, Randall's checked in for Jason Tatum. Zach LaVine comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Conley in for Kyrie Irving. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash. We don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. Here's Brown. An easy 2 points on the layup. Brown's got his first points in this one.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
No one covered.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
It's Brown on the wing. Curry looking around. Sabonis, and the layup's good off the glass. Sabonis has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, one of the things that stands out with Domantas Sabonis, this guy is high energy all the time. He's a relentless glass eater.
That's good from Randall on the assist from Conley. And that's now 6 points for Julius Randle. Here's Brown driving in, and Brown throws it down.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
Now here's Conley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Oh, Beal in position.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
To the middle. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter that I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Embiid, no good. Doncic right side. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And so it's the East All-Stars with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Antetokounmpo out there with LeBron James, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Chris Paul, and it's George in at the 2 guard. So that's who's on the floor for the West All-Stars. Vucevic trying to get open. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, it's easy to see why why Leonard is so dominant as a defender. If you've ever seen the man's hands, the claw nickname is not an exaggeration.
Here's Paul. There's the try. Good on the bucket.
Chris Paul so good at working for his point.
Defensive.
Even if the defense is on his back, challenging, he still finds a way to finish.
Team foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the East All-Stars?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, and the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and bunches.
Antetokounmpo finds George. Inside, here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Paul against Irving, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. George dishes to Giannis, and Giannis throws it down.
And Antetokounmpo showing his versatility yet again. His dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
Timeout called, East All-Stars.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Curry's checked in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He said, keep grinding. You're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. Curry against Irving. A shot by Curry, no good.
You know, to cut deficits, you've got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one. An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam King. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone. And they'll get another chance. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Well, that's just a matter of outworking the defense there by Giannis, beating them to the glass and sending it right back.
And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the East. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. George against Harden.
Paul George. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for
he hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Of all the epic seasons James Harden has had, probably 2019, 18-19 might have been his best. The Beard was the second player in NBA history to average 30 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals per game. The other, some Jordan guy.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Boy, what a journey it's been for Irving. An all-star, a champion. He's played on the U.S. national team. Even did a little acting along the way.
James looking around. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Here's Gobert. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Embiid, no good. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. They trail by 7. And a deep three from James. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Tatum passes to Leonard. Back to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Low block shot on the way. Another shot. Kicks it out to LeBron. Again, James missing. So the East All-Stars win it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Oak, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.